Cleaner? Cleaner? What's that? We're about to find out when we unbox this thing. I can tell you that much. Okay, I decided to kind of move my base of operations to my laundry room, or actually should I say laundry space. This is actually like a room in between two rooms in my house. I'd rather not give you the whole thing, but this is it. This is CLEANR. And you might be asking yourself, what is CLEANR? Well, it has to do with dealing with microplastics. What are microplastics? Apparently they're bad for the environment. I say apparently because this is the first time I've really heard of this. But I don't really think that this company is trying to essentially invent a disease and then sell us a cure. I think this is a legit thing. And in order to do this, we're going to have to unbox this, but I'm not really like in front of my desk or something like that. Hang on a second, I got an idea. Yep, can't be afraid to get down to the ground level and do some gadget reviewing. Yeah, this is messy and not really my best work, and maybe we could do this a better way, but we're just gonna do this. Okay, so here it is. Yes. It's such a big box, you just gotta open it. And I gotta show you what's in here, because honestly, I'm just kind of learning about this myself. Okay, had to get something to cut this with. All sorts of crazy things happening. So there's a card here that might give us some insight on this. But essentially, like, it is a, I didn't really cut this very straight, but I'm not complaining, honestly. So, okay, so there's an installation and video tutorials. There's a barcode right here, which we'll scan for sure. But for now, I just want to see what the heck this is. In other words, what do it do? You know what? I still got to make an adjustment here, don't I? Okay, now we're ready to take this out of the box. This is life for you, isn't it? You're just going to have to keep changing up things. But that's fine. Yeah. And then you have to, like, grab it by the whatever this is and just yank it out. All right, let's see if we can just pour it out. Sorry, this is probably the most unclean way to do this, but I can't figure out any better way to unbox this than this. This is where it's going to get kind of, hopefully things aren't going to fall apart on this stuff, assuming they haven't already. Are you still there? Thank you. Please leave a comment or like and subscribe if you haven't. Hopefully maybe you like stuff like this, because, okay, all right, so here's a hose. This looks like some sort of vacuum cleaner accessory. I'm sure it's not that though, but okay, let's get down to the nitty gritty and see what the heck this finally is, if I can get it in the shot. And I really need my cameraman back. Peter, if you're listening, I miss you. Okay, so, oh my gosh, here we are. Okay, so this is it right here. And, I didn't expect something like this. Oh, hello. This is not what I expected at all. Now, granted, the box came to me like this, so, and it was shipped through the mail, so I'm assuming that might be the only way you can get it. I don't know if, like, you could buy this at Walmart or something like that. I'm guessing probably no. So, right now I'm seeing this little thing on top of this, with a lock of some type. Yeah, it seems to twist very well. This is it, a box, just like that. So, yeah. Now, here we have some accessories. There's something to plug it in, so obviously this is going to be something that somehow attaches either to the dryer or the washer. I had to look behind me to make sure I had them in the correct order. And clean out microplastics. That's what I believe it does. And we're going to get all the information here. For now, I want to talk about here. This says CLEANR Vortex on it. I'm curious enough to open this. Looks like it's some sort of kind of weird sort of filtery thingy. So yeah. Then we have a, oh, hello. Okay, we have these things. I believe these are called hose clamps. Two of these are in here. I used these to mount one of my bird feeders the other day. Yeah. There's a link to that video if you want it. And then there's a cleaner brush. I wonder what's in here. Okay. Oh, hey, check this out. Looks like a weapon. Okay, but it's a cleaner brush. Hopefully I got a good shot of this here. Lighting here isn't that good, I understand. It's the best I could do for this room. And, I'm also seeing something like this. Maybe some place to mount it of some kind. I have no idea what that could be. We'll figure that out. There's one more little box here. Okay. These are in rows like, say, prophylactic devices. I'm sorry, there's really... If you were here looking at this, you would have and make the same metaphor or simile that I just did. These things look like prophylactic devices. I don't know what they're for. They're kind of in this sort of weird, I don't know, kind of sock thing. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Here's what we're going to do. I think the best thing I can do is just set it up, and then I'll probably do a video on the aftermath, and yeah. This is going to be a lot of fun, I can tell. And then I also want to do a full report as far as like what it can do for you. Because that's why you guys tune in, right? For the unboxing. Also my humor, hopefully. Please. Please like and subscribe. Anyway, we'll get to that. Okay, so I just decided to just install the thing. And there it is. Very simple to install. It said it would only take 15 minutes without tools. And they were absolutely right. It totally did not take that long. Just to let you know, the hardest parts were simply back here, where you have to hook in this hose, which I had no idea that there was like a hose that went from my washer and then to some pipe in the back here. I guess that's universal. I guess every home has that. And if so, then hey, then this thing is pretty easy to install. And then from here, basically you have to connect another hose into that particular hose. So this serves as kind of a filter. So I wasn't really certain what to even expect that this thing would do. So I've run about 3 to 5 loads of laundry, and it already is giving me this warning, and thanks to the app it's giving me this warning too, that my filter needs to be changed. I have to admit. Now this thing, I think I showed you, came in a box with several of these little filter things. So the fact that I've already gone through one this week shows you're probably going to have to buy a box of filters every so often, maybe every few months. And when that happens, it looks like that these box of filters cost about $14.99. So yeah. Okay, so I'm going to just unlock this thing just so I can see what's inside, because I really have no idea. Okay, I really thought that would come out a lot easier. Okay, here we go. All right. So here's a filter here that's there. Okay. Oh, okay. So there's a little bit of grime on that. So we're gonna clean this out with. See this thing? It came with this thing. Now we know what it's for here. So yeah. Okay. There's a lot of gook here. This is like cleaning out your lint trap or something like that. Ugh. I think I'll leave that as for now, just because it's disgusting. Okay, I don't want to look at it. All right, but I got to put this thing back on. Now, I got to change out the filter here, so let's just kind of do that. Okay, so this comes out like this, and here we've got this thing on top here. So that's unlocked. Let's take out the filter, which, as I figured, would be gross. Now, I don't know what to expect from this thing. This is what the filter looks like. In the ads for this thing, they showed that this thing was going to be full of microplastics, like actual plastics in here, like stuff that apparently you could make a credit card with all the plastics in here. But I'm not really certain if you could do that. But either way, I've got to change the filter here, so I got a new filter, and these things just pop right in there, so I'm kind of glad that how easy it is. And there's something down in there, is there? I can't tell. I'm gonna have to wash this out or something. Anyway, so we put in the filter here, and okay, that thing just fits right in there. It's actually just made for it, which I like. And then we just lock it in here like this, and then we lock it in kind of like this. Okay, And it seems to recognize that there's that filter has been changed. Remember there's a little yellow light here? Now there isn't. By the way, you do need an electrical outlet for this. This thing is, you do need power to it is what I'm saying. So yeah. Now, the rest of this time I'm just going to talk about what I believe this thing is supposed to do, and I'll get you the price then. Okay, I'll be perfectly honest that I had no idea that this was even a problem with washing machines at all, microplastics at all. This was the first time I've even heard the word microplastics. I don't think it's any surprise that we have microplastic issues with our water, considering what our water goes through in order to get to us. Most of us have like filters, I've got a Brita filter in my refrigerator that I use for when I want to do drinking water. Most of us just don't go to our tap and just take water anymore. We just don't really do that. We want something that'll filter out. Now this thing, I'm told, this CLEANR filter can do about 90% of microplastic particles when they're measured 50 microns inside. And if you know what a micron is, that isn't very a huge unit of measure. In fact, it's incredibly small. I'm surprised I can actually get that. From what I've seen of the pod and what you've probably seen of the pod in the video, you can see how it can kind of do that. Anyway, so apparently these things, I've got another stat for you, that apparently this CLEANR can last about 300% longer than existing filtration technologies. I have no idea if your washing machine even has a natural filtration system for microplastics. I'm guessing it probably doesn't, otherwise they wouldn't make this product for that. I'm going off on a lot of assumptions here, and I'm going off a lot of what the CLEANR site actually says. If you want to leave a comment as far as like what you know about this issue, you're more than welcome to do that, trust me. So the fact is, these filters will cost you about $14.99 a pack. Pack is like this small box. I think I showed that on the video. And if you only go through one per week, you might end up ordering these things on a regular basis. I'm looking probably every season, I guess. I'm not really sure. I think I've already said the price, but in case I haven't, there it is. I think every house is probably going to have one of these things, and I really look forward to what this company can do in the future. As far as I know, this is really the only product this company makes. I can't imagine that it won't branch out, because we all need some kind of filter here, because the stuff we're drinking sometimes can be kind of unhealthy, and now we're washing our clothes with that unhealthy water. Just makes sense to have things like this. Anyway, this has been Mark Rollins from the Geek Church, and I'm signing off.